Good afternoon everybody, and welcome to Northampton International Raceway on this the 23rd of October, Sunday afternoon, for round 13 of the Classic Hot Rod Series of 2016 for the English Series. And it's great to see that we welcome back amongst our drivers this afternoon number 333 Lee Wood from Cambridgeshire, and the car, the Viva HB, as sponsored by TSS Consumables, former national champion of 2014 and 15, and it's great to see Lee back. We will have a quick word with Lee just to see how he is ready for today's racing. I understand, Lee, that you've just had to do a little bit of resetting of the car after your practice.
We've got a bit of a problem with the diff, but we'll work around that and just take it easy today and have a go.
Take it easy and have a go. Well, you're middle order of the grid and a top driver, so you might get back on the winning ways again.
We'll try.
We'll try. Okay, well, have a good day today, Lee.
Right,
thank you for your time. So moving across pit lane, from one of the top drivers to one of our newer competitors to the race, and a great example it is. This the former Pat Smith car that raced with Pat back in 2015, and it was purchased over the close season by Tamworth's 164 Simon Wood. And Simon proved very capable indeed, this former karting driver, in competing with this car for the first time at Hennesford back in September, and completed all 3 of his races. And hopefully, if we can, we'd like to have a quick word with Simon, just to see how he felt things did go when he raced at Hennesford in September. What were your thoughts about your first time out, Simon?
A big learning curve, Rob. Big learning curve. But it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's going to take me a while, I think, to...
A huge difference to karting.
Oh, night and day.
Yeah?
Night and day. But we'll get there. It's enjoyable.
Very good, and the car looks a great example of the sport, and you've got some good assistance from Guy Hazel from ORP, and that's emblazoned on the car, I see. So Pete Oakley, yeah.
Brilliant.
Chief Spanner Man.
Yeah, Chief Spanner Man, come. Everything. I just sweep up and make the tea. With Guy, Pete. And it's a big learning curve, but it's in.
All right, well, enjoy your day today. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.
So moving on from Simon, Woody Wood, to the Music Man, which is Hugh Weaver. And Hugh, here today, missed out at Hennesford last time out, but it's good to see you here again today, Hugh.
It's a pleasure to be here.
It always is a pleasure to see you, sir. But I heard when you were out practicing there was a few pops and bangs. What was that down to?
Trouble with the manifold. It was a distributor last time.
Right.
And this time it's the manifold.
I'll
put it back on, Rob.
She's been popping and banging since Tipperary, hasn't she?
It was really missing in Tipperary.
Yes.
Distributor.
Yes.
But it's running all right at the top now, but it's just popping and banging a bit.
Well, you look very quick in practice, and this is one of your favourite tracks, isn't it?
I do enjoy the old racing.
Yeah.
But I'd really like to speak, but to put a bit of tarmac in on that outrain.
I'm sure you would.
Because I've got a bit of a bad back, and it's making me hurt a bit.
Yeah.
It's not helping,
Okay, well, hopefully they'll read this message.
A couple of shovelfuls of tarmac, and then on that other end there, it'll be useful.
Thanks very much indeed, and that's great to see you, Hughie. All the best for today. Right, so we'll move on from Hugh, and normally this car is in the hands of Graham Boyd, driver of car 445, but with Graham out of action at the moment, having his knee operations, etc., this car is now today in the hands of young Ryan Polly. Now, Ryan was a top driver in mini stock, ORC mini stock, a few years ago, and he's since moved on to doing the what they call the stock class in the long oval races, and I think he races a Citroen out there on the ovals, but it's great to see him back today on the short oval track in Graham's car. And Ryan, still in his teens, was out in practice and looking very, very smooth indeed. So it'll be interesting to see how Ryan Polly gets on today. A quick word with Cara, if we may. Very quickly, Cara, because you were having difficulty getting the car started before. What was all that about?
I didn't put the fuel tap on.
Oh, well, never mind. No, but in fairness to you, I did see another gentleman amongst the team switch it over. So it's not necessarily. It wasn't you, was it, Lou? Oh, well, this is it. It comes to the best of us. You have had a good season in as far as you have been very, very committed. You've been, what, 10 meetings now?
Yeah, must be.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. Most of them, except one, because I went to Bee Festival.
Yeah, well, you got to get your priorities right. Out partying last night as well.
Yeah, I went to a wedding.
Oh, well done, well done. So are you feeling all right today then?
Feeling a bit better.
You have felt better.
I was like, I'm all right now.
All right, well, I wish you all the very best for today. Thank you very much. So that's Cara, driver of car 44. And we'll move on to another of the Boyd machines. And normally this Austin A40 is in the hands of Craig Boyd, but as you can see, the 4 has been masked out. And today's driver is car number 5. And car number 5 today belongs to Dave Polly, one of the top drivers that's ever been in the sport of Brisker Formula 2. Now, the name Polly is, of course, synonymous with hot rod racing, and you can see that George himself is indeed talking to Graham about the technical aspect of the car as we await for the start of heat number 1. But in contrast to George, Dave has always expressed a preference to contact racing, so it's interesting but a delight to see that Dave will be out in this car today. Dave's already been out in practice and again proving that very smooth and capable at the wheel of this Austin A40 Classic hot rod. So we do wish Dave all the very best indeed. So moving on from Camp Boyd to one of the exponents who's still campaigning with the Crossflow, Jamie Johnson.
The last meeting.
Oh, it could be the last meeting, he says. Tell us more, Jamie. What's the news?
I need a reliable engine.
Yeah. You have
go racing. So
you have soldiered on with it. Yeah, I mean, like, she sounds as sweet when she's playing nicely, but sometimes she comes back and bites you on the bum, doesn't she?
Big time.
Yeah.
Paul Gerrard has said he'll have a look at it, and we'll see if we can have bigger chokes and roller rockers.
Right.
Give it a reprieve, we'll see. But
well, it was interesting when he had his meeting with all the drivers last month at Hendersford. Aside from his thoughts about the forthcoming 2017 season, he said he has other ideas about the formula in his mind. So who knows? There might be some changes afoot.
Let's hope so. Yeah.
Let's hope so. But it's good to see you here today. You were due to go on holiday, weren't you?
I know.
What was the plans all of a sudden?
Oh, I got family illness.
Oh dear.
Oh, just a nightmare.
Too much to do.
Too many to talk about.
Right. But I'm glad that you're here today.
For when Hendersford's on, so I thought I better come here because if not, I won't get a race this season.
This is it. I miss you, mate. That's what it would be.
Thank you.
No good at all, that. But we wish you all the very best for today, Jamie. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers, Ron.
Okay, so moving on from Cheltenham's Jamie Johnson.
Chelmsford.
Chelmsford.
Keep saying Cheltenham.
Oh,
That's the other side of the country.
That's my old age, man. But we'll move a bit further up the field because Trevor Forrester is now here with us. And did you leave yesterday or this morning, Trevor?
Yesterday, couldn't do this morning.
No, it would have been way too far, wouldn't it? It's a long trek down.
Yeah, it's about 360 miles.
Yeah. But the car itself, you've been changing things around, practicing at Loch-Ellie.
Changed everything. Still got a bit of push on, but we may have resolved that. Hopefully, we just practice their short push on, mid-corner push, but it's better than it was, a lot better. I'm not locking the front right anymore. So.
Oh yeah, because you had the issue with the brakes as well, didn't you?
It's not doing that now. Dazzo in helped us. Jerry over in Ireland's helped us. They've all been very, very good.
And also having a chat, I understand, with Clive Hazel this morning as well of ORP, and he was just having a chat generally about tyre pressures. And
yeah, we discussed everything. He's been very helpful. I mean, these guys have got the ideas, they've done it before.
Yep.
So you've got to take some of their advice and just go with it.
And with this car, it's still a case of learning progress because you have done other oval formula before, haven't you?
Never done rear-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Never done slicks. So it's a complete new learning curve.
Yeah.
It's a lot of years since I did front-wheel drive on ovals.
Yeah.
Circuits, but on tarmac on the oval. No.
And when so-called armchair experts say to you, "Oh well, you're only going round in circles," well, it's
from that,
yeah.
we were talking about it before. It's every oval's different, completely different. It's not a series of just one big corner where you go around. It's actually 4 very different corners on every single track.
Yeah, and this one's got a few ruts and bumps in it.
It's definitely got an off-road sort of feel to it.
Yeah.
Looks good.
All right. Well, I wish you all the very best, and thank you for making your way all the way down to Northampton today. Thank you, Trevor.
Cheers,
all right. So there we are, Trevor Forrester with his logos on, Marriott Auto Services and Samson Motorsport Photography. And moving on again, we see one of our regular campaigners, one of the cleanest drivers actually in classic hot rod racing. And when we've seen him race, he always acknowledges other drivers as he passes. And it's great to see that Charlie is back with us again today, driver of car 121. He's over there! Well, I think it's gone shortly, so I wouldn't be the least bit surprised. He's anticipating the moves already, which can only be a good thing. All right, well, thank you very much. So, moving on, here's the man who has the overalls to match the car. And he's Andrew, it's great to see you here again. Wrapped up a little bit more for the chill of the autumn day.
Yeah, definitely.
Good. It was freezing at Henderson, that was bad enough. But this car really has now sort of begun to capture the imagination of the classic hot rod fans, really now, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got a lot of fans.
We were talking about it, Jason Lana and I, on the way down, how the car was a little bit of a beast to handle in the wet at Hendersford. Very tail happy, but if anything, almost like when Tiger Griffin's car was in the hands of Stuart Smith in Formula 1 stock cars many years ago.
Yeah.
It can teach you a lot.
Yeah. No, it's good.
Yeah.
Progress.
I understand underneath the car, I noticed that there was a little bit of the torsion bars that had come away a bit loose from Hendersford, is that right?
Yeah, it's when Charlie went up the inside of me.
Yeah.
He clipped my wheel and it pulled the tie rod off the back of where it mounts on the back of the car.
And that didn't help with it being tail happy in the subsequent races, did it?
No, the back axle was just moving around.
Yeah.
So.
Ah, right, you're going to go. Driver's briefing, so we'll let the gentleman move on. And all the drivers going around now getting ready for the briefing itself. John Bowring's car, which is ready for sale in actual fact, and interested inquiries. Dave Murphy. So Simon Wood, one of the drivers with us today, going around and just making sure that the classic hot rod drivers are ready for their briefing. So we'll move on round and see the briefing itself. So in the pits, passing what we can see is a good number of the other formula here with us today. A lot of the hot stocks are here with us today, and there you can see the 211 car of Phoebe Wainman, British champion. And Gary Firminger, one of Dave's main mechanics. Good to see that he's here today, Gary. Worked hard on the car yesterday, I understand.
Yeah, late into yesterday afternoon
Good.
to get her here.
Good. Well, we're making our way to the briefing, so we'll carry on round. Thank you. So moving on along. Through pit lane, passing some of the junior bangers that are here today. There goes Phoebe Wainman. Hello, Phoebe. A good number of lady drivers that compete in the hot stocks now. So we can see all the drivers now checking in and ready for their racing. There's the Classic boys, ready to have their chat with Paul Gerard. Very briefly though, Dave, because we're still rolling on camera at the moment, but congratulations for your birthday the other day, and you've had a few couple of days. Yeah? What's he complaining about now? I never stop. You're all on record.
It was him, Mummy, it was him.
Right, let's have a quick chat with people that were at Hensford. I think you'll agree that was probably one of the best meetings we've had this year, with this zero tolerance thing. A couple of new guys here today in the form of young Ryan Polly and Dave Polly over there, who have both taken over the cars of 45 and 445, Mr. Boyd, etc. Craig is away at work, and at the moment Craig whatever. So welcome to you two. It is zero tolerance at the moment because all of the problems that we've had before. As I said, Hensford worked really well. Charlie, if you want to say anything about Hensford, you were there.
No, just very good meeting.
Everybody enjoyed it. It's a bit disappointing only having a few cars here today, but I would also concede it's a bit silly having Hensford, Northampton,
do the same
Hensford.
today.
Yeah, I would only add to that just by saying how well it was received as far as social media was concerned, and it really went down very well. I thought all of you drivers enjoyed it. You listened to what Paul had to say on the receiver, followed the flags and gave each other room, held your racing line, and of course at the end of the day it's all about having fun, taking the car home in one piece, because really this is the class all about taking part. It's not necessarily about the winning, that's a bonus, so enjoy yourselves. I'll let Paul carry on.
Anybody got any questions? Okay. Cara's going to win today, by the way. She's got new engine and everything. So.
As long as she remembers to switch it on.
So go and enjoy yourselves, keep yourself safe, and as I say, listen to the receivers, and let's have a good day so we get ready and prepared for 2 weeks' time at Hensford, which I think should be a good day. Yeah.
So there we are, that's an example of a classic hot rod drivers meeting where common sense at the end of the day is what matters as everybody seeks to take part. So we will now look forward to the first heat of the afternoon, and we'll wish everybody competed today all the very best.